This Liberty Sports Update is brought to you by Beacon Credit Union.
Yeah, I think the special teams and our defense were, as good as I've been around on a given day. And, man, give them great credit, to the coaching staff, to the kids, the way they prepared for a team that just they looked very impressive last week throwing the ball around. And obviously special teams did some really, really good stuff to get some points on the board for us. So I don't have a whole lot to complain about in respect to our defense and our special teams today. I thought they were really, really good.
Got after it, got turnovers today as well, a couple more interceptions. That seems like something that this team's improved on week by week.
Well, the last 2 weeks we've gotten the ball, and that's huge for us. So we're thrilled to get turnovers. Unfortunately, we didn't take care of it today offensively at times either. But back to special teams, really happy for Treon Sibley. I mean, I thought he had a heck of a day, and we challenged him. He's a kid that wasn't on special teams the first 2 weeks because he didn't embrace it, and to see him answer the challenge and to have success, man, it was really nice to see.
Talk about the offense. Malik Willis came out early on, started out hot in that first quarter. You guys were able to get a couple touchdowns on the board. Overall, though, there are going to be some things on tape that you'll be able to show him later on, some teaching moments.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be plenty. We're thrilled to be 4-0, and so we're certainly not going to sit here and complain too much. But Malik, to me, played like he'd been out a lot. And he played rusty and was not crisp. Even the throws that he made that were the right reads were a little off, a little behind people, a little high. He just, they forced you to throw the football. I mean, I don't know that I've ever really – I really don't know that I've ever played a team that decided early on, they were going to commit to stopping the run. And they did a good job. They were very physical up front. And I thought their safeties tackled well in the box, and we were going to have to throw some, and we just didn't. We weren't consistent at it, and they're very athletic on the back end too. But I thought Malik, he did a lot of good things, obviously, and ran around and got some first downs, made some good throws, but we were just very inconsistent. And man, I've got to find a way to get us more consistent.
Juwan Treadwell today, another big stop there at the goal line. He was trying to preserve that shutout, though. Overall, what did you think of his play again here 2 straight weeks?
Yeah, he's solid. And, we moved Quentin Reese in there, freshman, to give him some spells on third down. I thought Quentin played well, too, and thought our corners played well in coverage. And maybe one of our better games for that. And we're very thin back there, and we've got to keep them healthy. But I thought Treadwell played really solid. It was really, really good to see that. And I think to me it was almost a shutout. I think they, of course we played a lot of kids, and that's always exciting to see. We got everybody in, I think, on defense, and that was really good to see.
And then lastly for me, Alex Barbier to make a couple of kicks. Can't forget about him either. I mean, one of those was 42 yards. That has to be good for his confidence.
Well, I think, if you come to practice, you would see why we believe in him. I mean, the guy in practice is just, he kicks it freely and with a good leg and good pop and good height. And I thought he was swung freely today. Obviously the extra point there at the end, but as soon as they came over, Aiden, who's the holder, said, "Coach, I missed the spot," and it threw him off a little bit. He still got to make that, but I was proud to see the way he really swung his leg today. I thought he was freer.
Take questions from the media.
All right, first up for you, Coach, is Damian from the News in Advance.
Coach, I believe it was after the FIU game. You called the special teams performance disappointing. Gave up some long kickoff returns and didn't play well. What has changed in the last 2 weeks, and especially in this past week, to get the type of performance that you saw out of them today?
Personnel, you change a little bit, and you change your schemes up. We started kicking some different type kicks to different areas of the field, twisting some different guys. So every week it's a new plan, but it really is you have to prove yourself every week in this profession and in this as a team. And there are weeks where the other team had you. They did a really good job, and and man, they got it done. And so there's part of it you give credit to other people, and then obviously part of it is you have to answer the bell next week and prepare with a different level of concentration and focus, and maybe a different scheme, different personnel. So I think it's a combination of, give credit when it's due to other people, and at the same time, let's try not to have a repeat of it if we were disappointed in it. And I'm glad to sit here today. I won't go home tonight and worry too much about our special teams effort today.
Jamie, go ahead with the follow-up.
All right, Colby Suits came in red hot throwing the ball, and you guys frustrated the heck out of him. He did not get into a rhythm, and I believe all but 3 of their drives today ended in 3 and outs. And what was the key to getting after him and not letting that offense get into a rhythm?
So last week, and it's I don't want to go too deep into kind of what we do, but so in the summer I always write what I'm going to a character trait program that I go through with our team, and I have never know what in the world is going to be going on, with our team, but it's pre-done. It's not like I'm pulling them out of the air. It's already week 1 is this, week 2 is this, week 3 is this, week 4 is this, and so this week's was a theme called "This Is Only a Test," and it was very funny to me. Not funny, but last week we didn't pass the test. I didn't think we played with as much fire, as much focus. I didn't think we prepared that way. So that's kind of the way this week started out, and the whole challenge to the defense on Monday morning was you haven't been tested like you're going to get tested, and the focus and discipline you're going to have this week in prepping for this kid to, top 5 in the nation in passing, and you should embrace that test. You should embrace it all week long, and man, they sure passed the test. Give credit to Coach Simons, Coach Platoon, Coach Hundley, Coach Aldridge, all of those guys. They worked hard at having a good plan.
Coach Hugh, back to you.
Damien, keep on going.
Hey, Coach, Josh Mack didn't start and actually didn't get a lot of carries. Was there a reasoning behind that?
Oh, he and I he just, that's something that's between he and I, but there's just some expectations and standards around things, and nothing to be carried over. He's good to go, but we got to meet a certain standard for everybody. No one's excluded.
Jamie, you're up next. Go ahead.
All right, this is from John Manson. His Microsoft Teams isn't working, but he wanted to know, looking ahead to Syracuse and the what do you want to ask? The opportunity that the game presents, playing an ACC opponent with a 4-0 record.
Man, let's wait till Monday. I don't know. Let's wait till Monday. We'll go home and eat Mexican tonight, and watch some other games, and then we'll talk about Syracuse Monday. I wouldn't answer that question very well right now.
Coach, next up for you is Jermaine Farrell.
Hey, Coach, first of all, congratulations on the win. One real quick question before I get to my main one. What's the Mexican meal tonight? What's the dish? Oh,
listen, my wife decides all that. I don't know. She knows what I like, though. My portion will be chicken fajitas. I don't know what else or where she's getting it from or what all that is, but I will eat chicken fajitas tonight.
That's some good stuff. I mean, when you look at the game overall, the biggest thing I took out of just your special teams and defense and overall, to me, it might be maybe the most complete game y'all played all year. Would you say that? I mean, when you look at all 3 phases?
Definitely defense and special teams. And I want to tell you, people think of me as an offensive guy, which that was what I was brought up doing. But I'll take a defensive effort like this any day of the week, and twice on Sundays if I can. It makes you. I don't feel real pressed to have to figure out how to score points. But I tell you, we had chances today. The way they were playing us, we had 3, 4, 5 chances to hit them on long plays, and we just didn't convert them. We just weren't crisp and clean. But I do think it was a very complete. I thought the effort was there. I thought the attention to detail all week. I told them last night at the hotel that, man, I've seen it. I believe that they're going to experience great success today because of the way they went about preparing for the week.